Welcome to Survival Protocol. This isn't a hardcore run, this isn't zero to hero for the sake of it, and this isn't PvP. This is me playing Tarkov in PvE, treating it like a place instead of a game. I'm doing this as a public challenge. There are rules set for you to follow too. The goal is simple: survive, progress, and eventually escape. If you're wondering why I'm not starting at the very beginning, the early footage didn't survive. I had recording issues, it happens. I'm not recreating the part everyone's already seen 1,000 times with other playthroughs, so we're starting here. I wiped my stash back to a small believable kit. From here on out, everything I earn has to survive the rules. Some raids will be quiet, some will go sideways, but I'm not forcing moments for content. Let's begin where it gets real. Hey everybody, hopefully that intro kind of explains where we're at. I'll give you a quick run through of exactly where I am and what we have. So this is stuff that I've gathered. The MPX is what you get in the tutorial. This is another one that I found which needs to be sold. Got a little bit of ammo, a little bit of stuff. And this was the last kit I got. Unfortunately, as you saw, the recording didn't work out. So hopefully I've got it figured out now and we can go from here. So in tour, I have moved all the way through to where I just talked to mechanic, and now I have to go into factory and survive. So there's that. And then as for side quests, I guess it's easier if I show you in here. Show completed. So all I've done is first in line. I'm now on storage, which is Salewa's, and I've handed one in. I've got dailies now because I'm level 5. Skier, I've done burning rubber. Now I need the 3M body armor and the TAWs. Mechanic, I need to go in and do saving the mole. I haven't done that yet. And then Ragman hasn't given me anything yet. So let's look at the dailies. Hand over a disposable syringe. It doesn't give me any rep. So rep is going to be a huge one for me in order to progress. So I can turn it in, I think, because I have one. Yeah, I have one. There's no rep involved, which I would prefer to get rep, so I think I'm going to replace it. This is exit shoreline. I don't have access to that, so I have to do this. Okay, find and transfer a USB adapter. Still no rep, but I don't have any more replacements, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Okay, so I need to go to factory. Factory is kind of scary. Before I do that, I will just tell you quickly what the rules are that I need to follow. So, in this playthrough, it's a very small rule set that kind of just keeps me grounded, to keep some of the uh, what's the word? Uh, to give it more of like that realism esque style feel to it. Um, so let me just need to find my rule sets here. So the starting condition was once you're done the tutorial, you kind of wipe your stash and you only start with that tutorial gear that you get. Um, this is these are soft rules. You don't have to follow these, but um, it just kind of gives you that your actual gear was actually what you got out in the tutorial. Um, it does give you things like a LEDX and a GPU. Um, and if you found them in the tutorial or you know where they were and you picked them up, keep them. But I only kept I think the LEDX maybe, because I did get out with that in my inventory. Um, so that's the first rule. Second rule is no insurance ever. Insurance is off. It's one of those things like yes, it's unrealistic that once you die you come back, but in order to keep it so that you are grinding for gear, to try and keep yourself going, no insurance. In PvE, it's you get a lot of stuff back in insurance, so it becomes kind of too much. So it's just better to just lose it. Um, Number three, obviously the flea market is a big one. Obviously it's locked until level 15, but after level 15, what's allowed is only quest blocking keys slash items only if you can't get them via trade, or you've really just been trying raid after raid to find the keys. You can go in and see if you can get them. I know that with the flea market now there are other restrictions in it, so it is it might be harder for that, so it's just going to add to it. But from the flea, we don't buy weapons, armor, ammo, or meds. We can buy ammo uh, from uh, the traders, but you're generally locked to the level of ammo that your trader is at. So, um, the next rule after the flea market is, uh, it's called ruble ban for combat power. So, you can spend your rubles on food and water, basic healing, and hideout necessities. We're not allowed to kind of buy fully kitted guns. So like, I guess I don't think I can show you right now. Can I? Can I click on them? No, I can't. So, fully kitted guns. So these are all very basic guns. They're all fine, but I think with mechanic, maybe he has some. So yeah, like this Glock. It is a trade, so maybe I'll allow trades, but like this is fully kitted out. I don't think you can buy any of these. These are all trades. But like you can't. I think Peacekeeper has some, but you can't just buy these. These are trades, so it might be a different story. I might figure out if I think I should be able to do that, but I'm gonna try not to do it anyways. I'm gonna try and find pieces and build my own guns via the pieces I find in raid, um, rather than buying. Like I can buy some stuff upgrade wise if it's, you know, something that it's like a rail, or something, but I'm gonna try and not buy um like big suppressors or anything unless it's needed for a quest kind of thing. Like I need a suppressed whatever. um I'm gonna try and not buy um high tier armor and helmets or high tier ammo until I'm later in the game where I'm more to that level, that's where I would be. Obviously, like I said, the exception is a quest hard requires a purchase or buy the minimum, so that kind of thing. Rule 5 is barter first. If something is available by barter, I must buy it as a barter, not with the ruble equivalent. So that would be stuff like, aside from the junk box, which at level 2 or whatever has a trade, but something like a key case, I could trade for that. Um, but um, so like where's a good example? So like these crackers, it's hard to say. If I'm desperate for food and I need to buy food, then maybe. But same with the water. Like I have the trade for it, so I should trade for it, kind of thing. So as you like get going more, then uh, it might be a different story. I'm gonna try also not to use fence. I know he has basic guns, but he's usually overpriced. Um, but I'm gonna try and generally I don't use them very much anyway, unless I'm selling random scav stuff. But I need to get money into all of these guys anyways. If you know Tarkov at all, that is something that you need to do. So rule 6, so your secure container, your can only hold keys, quest items, or meds that you bring in. So anything I find in raid, I can't put in my container in raid. If I find it in raid, it has to stay in there. In like in my regular inventory, I can't just find a really good key and stick it in my gamma or whatever. So hideout and crafting, so which is number 7. So my hideout pressure, if I have the parts for a progression relevant hideout upgrade, which is all of them, I have to do it before I can do my next PMC raid. It has to be started. And 8, rule 8, crafting is allowed, but not for profit. So I can craft quest / survival items so I can make food and stuff like that, but I can't do it in the sense of just for money. So I guess technically the Bitcoin farm and stuff like that. Now, if it's I need to what's I guess there'd be you need to sell um something to buy something. If I find a Bitcoin in a raid, that's fine, but I can't make Bitcoins for the sense of making money on them. I can still make them, but I can't sell them for profit. Um, so and then number 9, this is an interesting one. We're calling it map quarantine. So if you die, if your PMC dies on a map, you have to do a scav run. You can do it on any map, but so if you survive that scav run, the quarantine on the map you died in. So when you die as a PMC, that map essentially gets locked. Then you have to do a scav run in order and successfully get out to uh, to unlock that map again. So obviously there's times between scav runs. So if you do die as a scav, that map is locked and you have to go somewhere else until you can successfully run a scav run. So it makes a map quarantine. It's just kind of a fun little thing to make you have to use your scav. Now, on that note, your scav rule is which is rule 10, the final rule. You may do at most one scav run per cooldown, obviously. You have to do a PMC raid in between. You can't just sit and wait for the 15 or 20 minutes or whatever the cooldown is to just run another scav. You have to do a PMC raid between them. The purposes of your scav run is to recover some money in the loosest term. So you're not doing full money runs, but you're doing supply runs with the filling your inventory just to get that little bit of extra money if you need it. And for the purposes of learning some of the maps. I know most of the maps, but like things like Lighthouse, I don't know really at all that much. I haven't played Lighthouse too much. And then there's what's the other one? Reserve, I haven't played a whole lot of. But yeah. And then yeah, so you can play your PMC on any unlocked map while you're waiting for scav cooldown or anything like that. But the map that you died on is locked. Now, this could get very interesting because say I die on customs and then I fail my next scav run. So customs is now locked, but then I do a woods raid and I die on woods. Now I've got two maps that are locked. So I will say that the option for that, if that comes, say I've got every map locked, whatever the last map available to me is, I can run that map. I doubt this will happen. I can run that map until I've successfully run a scav run. I hope it never gets to that, but who knows? We shall see. I guess there's a couple more rules. So rule 11, no pre-medding. So no painkillers or stims at spawn because you wouldn't do that IRL. So there's no point. You're only allowed to do stuff like that if you are injured, or if you've already kind of been engaged and you're like, okay, now I can take a med in case I get hit, kind of thing. But you have to already be engaged at that point. You can also at that point push your extract if need be. I'm not pushing for content. I'm not going to push the fight if I don't think I can win the fight. I know there are bosses like what's his name, Glukar or whatever, or the other one, Tequila and stuff. I don't push those fights because unless I know I'm packing great ammo, I'm not going to win that fight. So there's no point in me doing it. I want to try and stay alive as long as possible. I don't want to die. It's common sense. It's not. I'm not trying to, just chad my way through this. Another rule is when I build guns, it has to be stuff found in raid for the most part. So my primary weapon has to be assembled with at least one major part that is found in raid or something along those lines. When it comes to the traders, I guess I do have a rule here that no more than one purchased attachment. So if I need a flashlight, I could buy a flashlight, but that's it. That's the only thing I can buy for that gun. So this forces me to try and go to those locations where things spawn, like suppressors or things like that. But like I said, these are soft rules too. If I do make a mistake, I make a mistake. Rule 13, quest commitment. If I load into a map with an active quest, I must attempt progressing that before extracting unless the raid is collapsing. So if I'm getting lit up, like, or I'm out of food, or like I have no meds left, like I can't extract. I'm not gonna try and, you know, push to my quest if I know I'm got a slim chance to make it. Um, there is a smiled stash discipline. I can only have 2 ready to go kits stashed in my kit in my stash. Uh, in PvE, I'm most likely gonna get a lot of extra guns and a lot extra stuff. I can salvage them for parts, but I can only have 2 ready kits. Um, so like a backpack, a rig, my magazines, meds, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, I can have extra meds and stuff like that to a certain extent, but like ready to go kits, I have to sell everything else. So like even right now, like I have a couple extra guns, but I'm keeping a couple of them for quest purposes. I know there are certain quests coming up, so uh, I am using a bit of my current knowledge to know that. Um, and then there's no failure state to this as Rule 15. Um, if you hit rock bottom, like you have no kits or no money, um, you can do your scav run, you can craft basics, you can barter back up. The end condition for this is escaping from Tarkov. And if I want to keep going after that, I can obviously, but my main goal is to escape. Um, so that's my hope, is that I can do all of that. Like I said, it will be down below in the description, a quick little 10 rules. But this is just this is everything I'm going to do. So let's get into it today. Yeah, sorry I'm saying a lot. I'm just trying to think of what to say. So it's just what my brain does. Okay, so I have this kit. I want to wear this, but it's got a big bullet hole in it. Like if I go to my hideout, that would take long enough. Oh, I guess I don't. It's not going to show me, is it? I'm pretty sure it's got a bullet hole. I got it off of a guy that I killed, and when I put it on my helmet, it had a big hole in it. And also, I do need to talk about my controls. I do watch Pestily, so my biggest thing is I made you my discard button. That's one of my biggest things. But uh T and B. I think one of these puts the visor down, up and down, but I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working the other day, but yeah. All right. Let's get into it. So if I go here, so I've got to go to factory. So I'm going to go to factory. That's what I need to do. I got to progress the main storyline. So let's go here. Factory is not my favorite map. I know a lot of people love playing Factory, but not me. Tequila scares the living piss out of me, if I'm being all honest. So 30 seconds into a raid. Gotta love PvE. Oh, I hate this. I gotta check the jackets though. So I just want to get some stuff and get out of here. I do not want to overstay my welcome. I do need to get at least 1 or 2 scav weapons. That's kind of nice. Normally I would put that in my I searched both here. Yeah, normally I would put that in my my gamma, but as rules say, I cannot. Another one? That's weird. Sorry, I'm listening. Is that Santa Claus?
Цепанул его! Самину я на нуле, пиздец! Ёбаный ниндзя!
Gotta fix this bleed. Fucking Tequila, are you kidding me? I can't believe I killed him. We gotta get his shit out and get out. He was fucking sneaking up on me. Did you see that? Could be Santa. I don't want to just walk out there and pop somebody. Don't hurt me, Santa.
Куда он проебался-то? Ёбаный ниндзя!
He's a player. He's got a bigger backpack. Okay, we need to get out of here. I've overstayed my welcome already. That's a big rig. That's great. I think that's Santa stuck outside again. That's a big backpack as well. Can that fit in there? Oh, it can. Okay. Now I really need to get out. Let's take that. Why did none of these guys have meds on them? footsteps are freaking me out.
Пацаны, окружаем его! Куда он проебался? Вот ниндзя ебаный.
So, I killed Tagilla. I got his stuff. The only reason I was able, I think, to do that is because I just arm-shotted the crap out of him. But there was no way I was getting out of that if I didn't just lay into him. Yeah, I stomached him. So I was not shooting his armor as much as I... Like, that's where you've got to be careful. Like, you can't be... Yeah, I can't believe I won that fight. But that's why he scares the shit out of me, because he was sneaking up on me. Well, I'd say that's going to make for a great first episode so far. It's not over yet, but that was completely unexpected. I knew I heard him, but he seemed like he was so far away. Okay, so this sets me up to be able to make some kits. Which is good, because there's a helmet and everything. I'm going to keep this backpack for me, just for the sake of being a loot goblin. Okay, got a couple dog tags, which I don't really need, but we got a USEC. Yeah, 2 USEC dog tags, which may come in handy. Got some money. Some more money. Okay. Tequila's helmet. I think it's just a sale item. Sausage. Now, I do obviously have some knowledge of the game, so I know certain things that I need to keep and such, which is a little out of what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted more play knowledge to come as I went on, but I put a lot of hours in. So it's hard to not do that. Like if I go to overall, I got 946 hours. Yeah. All right, so I have to hand over 2 weapons to mechanic. So in getting that stuff out, technically I have that weapon to hold to hand over, but I think I'm going to hand over these 2 weapons because actually I can take this off, make some money on it too. I'm going to hand over these 2 weapons because I don't think I'm going to use these. I want to use this, This is a nice. This is. I worked for this. You know, I just survived Tequila. I'm gonna use it. It's found in raid. I didn't build it. It is a boss's gun that I killed him to get. So, yeah. So, on that note, we're gonna fold it up. We're gonna put it in here. Get this helmet, and that is the start of one kit. This I need for a quest. That's why I'm not getting rid of it, because I have to make kills with bolt action eventually. And this I need for a quest. This is my actual tutorial gun, which will become kit. G36 mags, though, will become my actual mags. Oh, right. Mags for that gun. Going there. Oh, I got it with MP5 mags, which I don't need. I can sell. Thank God I found that guy that had, what those are worth. It's kind of funny. It's got little horns on him. Okay. So, I did get out with a sight. And another gun. Oh, I do have the handgun. I can technically hand in the handgun. I'm gonna do these two. Keep the handgun. I'm not gonna count handguns as prep things because they're last resorts. They're not prepped kits. So if I run out of prepped kits, I'm gonna be going in with a handgun. So yeah. Does this fit on? No. What if it's by itself? Still no. Hang on to it. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah. I have a bunch of mags for this. Too many mags, to be honest, but honestly, I don't think there's such thing. Okay, so I got food, which I can put this now down in here. I got food and water, which I will need for the next raid. Reload that. I'm gonna load these two mags. Do I have any more? Yeah. Okay, I have a grenade. I need meds. I do not have meds. I may have to buy meds. Okay, that goes there. This goes here. That's my bleed med. Okay, that's a kit, and that's a kit. Use that just because. Pick another grenade. And we'll hit the sort button. Okay, so now let's go and sell the things I need to sell. So, or sorry, let's visit and get rid of the two guns.
Наемник, ты ко мне по делу или просто так?
Okay, so this one and this one. Turn those in.
Да я отсюда вижу, что это обычный мусор диких. Оставь где-нибудь в углу. Неужели они и правда надеялись выкурить Тагилу вот с этим? Могли бы сразу застрелиться. Было бы легче и быстрее, чем от удара кувалдой.
Well, technically,
Ага. Один из двух ненормальных братьев. Тоже раньше работали на полихиме. Стоит держаться от них в стороне, если не готов к серьезному бою.
You're not wrong, sir, but I killed him.
Заповедник у нас большой, так что самое главное — иметь с собой припасы и не заблудиться. Можешь взять за ориентиры озеро с лесопилкой, гору к северу от озера и упавший самолет на востоке. Самолет явно гражданский, но когда и при каких обстоятельствах он был сбит, никто не знает. Спасибо тебе за работу.
Okay, so fallen
Если
skies have
останешься
been
тут,
started.
заходи. Мне не помешают люди вроде тебя, а прапору я уже все передал. Можешь зайти к нему, когда
Okay,
будет
I can go
удобно.
talk to Prapor,
Либо он
which
сам
will be
тебя вызовет.
nice.
Тогда до
'Cause
встречи.
I think he might have ammo. No, no. I don't think this is ammo I need. I think Peacekeeper is the ammo I need. Oh. So, Skier wants to talk to us.
Че нарисовался? Раз ты тут, значит, есть у нас еще шансы сработаться. Делюга такая. Я нашел крыс, которые слили налево координаты нашего склада. В том-то и проблема. Они сразу после атаки свалили, а вместо себя пару трупов в огне оставили. Мы только вчера подмену спалили. Этих гондонов видели по дороге в лес, так что там и искать надо. Сами они шестерками были, кроме склада ничего и не видели. Но сам понимаешь, такое говно на тормозах спускать нельзя. Чтобы ты пошуршал в лесу и уложил кого-нибудь. Мне нужно, чтобы все знали, кто лыжника прокинет, не желез больше. Если крыс моих найдешь, мочи. Если кого-то другого уложишь, тоже сойдет. Ты же до порта добраться пытаешься. Так вот, без тропок нужных ты к берегу и не выйдешь. А я тебе их покажу. Бонусом сведу с одним важным типом. Такие связи на дороге не валяются.
Okay. Okay, so woods. So I believe that's okay. So I gotta go talk to Prapor right now first. But there is a plane in woods that I need to get to, but there's no storyline yet. In here, the road to the port runs from the factory through the Priozerk Nature Reserve, and mechanics shared a couple of routes with me, along with a contact for Prapor, who can provide me with Russian-made equipment. Now I can access woods and start working with Prapor. This time, Skier gave me a tougher job. I need to stir up trouble in the nature reserve and neutralize the scavs that attacked Skier's warehouses. I don't necessarily have to track down anyone specific for Skier. The point is to make a loud statement. So I just have to kill 3 people in woods, which should be hopefully easy-ish. Okay, so I do need to go back. I need to talk to Prapor. So let's talk to him.
Мои парни тебя не сильно присанули, пока сюда вели? Что такое Хэллоуин в армии? Это когда деды делают вид, что боятся духов.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to talk to him yet?
Уже засиделся у меня.
Okay. We'll go to woods first, I guess. He does have things. So missing in action. This might be an event. Hey there, warrior. How you holding up? Haven't frozen anything off yet. I've already got plenty of guys laid up because of these New Year frosts. We're short on hands because back at base, but we'll scrape by. Out in the field though, things are a real mess. I need your help. So there's reserve, which I don't have access to. So this is an event quest that I haven't looked at all. One squad was running an important job in the southwest. By now they should have grabbed the cargo and headed back. Okay, so stash. Yeah, I just got to stash a bunch of supplies. That can wait. Shooting cans is one that needs to get done on ground zero, so I'll have to go there. And he wants a Glock 17. I'll take it, but we'll see what happens. Okay. No one else has any other quests? No? Okay. I think... So I do need to go to woods, but I need to go to ground zero first. Sorry, I'm away from the mic here. Okay, I need to go to ground zero first. In order to progress and not be too high of a level. So I gotta go do shooting cans and I gotta go save the mole. Okay. Let's do that. Is there... Oops. Link search, ammo. Yeah, I still can't buy ammo. So I have 2.5 mags. Or not 2. 4.5 mags. 5 mags, I guess. 5.5 mags. Yeah. Guess that's gonna have to do. I have food and water. I don't have meds. You don't sell meds. I could buy cheese. Do I have anything to trade for these? No. I see these all the time. I'm gonna add them to the wish list. Okay, I'm going in. No, buy cheese. Buy the cheese. Because I need to have something. I'm gonna buy 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I guess technically I can keep these down here. I got money for the taxi. Okay. Okay, let's go to ground zero and do the quests that I need to get done. It's gonna get dark. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see where we spawn. Oh, I spawned right in the bank. This will work. So we're right here, which means we can go right upstairs. Right upstairs. Don't really need anything up here, but I'm going to check. Just for a little bit of supplies in these filing cabinets. And then I gotta go over to the Terror group building. Oh, I should look. There's a med box up here. I should look for meds. 'Cause I'm gonna need better meds. Just taking everything right now because I'm getting experience. I'll drop it if I need to. There's a med box up here. Just worried about sniper scav. A splint. I'll take it because I don't have one. Oh, there's pig. Frostbite on this map is over here. I think this is a technical supply crate. Yeah. I don't know if that's worth money or not. So that's the way you avoid the barbed wire. Someone downstairs. So this is the car extract. Should I ran my stamina? This is the worst side to approach this. You're open to this whole courtyard. And then it's a blind corner in here. Running was his biggest mistake. Okay, so back in this corner, there's a man dead right here. If you play the tutorial, I feel like it's probably this guy. You can actually hear him like talking a bit. most likely him, as there's no one else back here. I hate how close that all is. Just trying to find meds. That's my goal right now, is just to find meds. I've got plenty of stuff. There's another guy back here. There are meds that can spawn up here. Alright, so the meds that can spawn are right in here. These meds I'm looking for. There's another med bag right here. Oh darn. I was hoping for Salewas, to be honest, but anyways, the food SP, that is okay. I do need to heal my head. Oh, that's what we need right there. So the key is don't use all of it. Oh, and the key you pick up is for this door right here. So the quest is in this room. It's right over there on that desk. Just gonna heal up a little bit. Now I need to eat. I'm gonna eat those instead. Save my MRE. There might actually be water in here on one of these desks. Oh, or a red hot or a hot rod. Red hot. There's another power bank. I think those are worth some. I could be wrong, but I picked them up because you never know. I think they might be worth a couple bucks, but need that. Perfect. Okay, so I've got food and water. So come over here. You look on this desk or on the shelf. That's the hard drive you need. So now go over here where I can't be shot while doing this. So eat food first. Not all food, but a lot of food will dehydrate you more. So it's better to eat the food first and then devour all the juices. It did not fill me up all the way, but these cans of energy drink give me a little bit of a boost up to where I want to be. Okay, so that gets me where I want to be. Alright, so now I need to get to... Oh, I don't have Nakatani. Shooting cans. Still need to kill 3 more people. What's my time limit? 18 minutes. If I use the underground, I can, should be able to do this. Back to the bank over here. So from the bank, I can go underground. These stairs right here. Take them down here. Okay, someone's been through here because that door spawn's closed. Okay, so then you go this side. I've killed all these people. I haven't picked up any. Picked up anyways. Shh. Okay, I'm done my part of my quest, so that means I need to go up right there. Just looking for ammo for my gun. It's not the right ammo. It's some pretty good ammo though. Oh, he has a pistol. Oh no, he had a shotgun. Does he have ammo for the shotgun? No, because he stole it from somebody else. Christmas ornament. Oh, he does have shotgun ammo. And some food. Okay, so he's got a little bit of shotgun ammo. That shotgun is hurt. But it is a backup weapon, which is what we need. Yeah, I can't spend too much time looting because I have to get all the way across the map or back to taxi to get out of here. Okay, that's all the loot I need. So half. Let's reload. Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna unload this one. We're gonna load this one. heal up. Or to go this way. 'Cause, well, for that reason. Can find food and stuff in here. There's also filing cabinets. I think this is a trade item for something. Kind of unfortunate that even though I got the halfway point of the map spawn, it did not give me Nakatani. So Nakatani is the extract right there. This is the building I need. Now there can be players sometimes over there. And up here. Door was open, which means somebody was in here at some point. These doors are generally closed because no one comes up here in PvE, which I think Battlestate needs to change, because this is a pretty kind of big area. There should be some firefights happening. So this gun here is what to get my shooting cans. Now over here can sometimes be some okay spawn. Nothing here today. Now there's lots of computers and stuff that you can search, but you don't need to do that right now. That's not to say it's not worth it. I just gotta keep moving. Got 10 minutes to make it all the way across the map, which should be no problem. But bit of food. Gonna need it. Okay, we're gonna go back downstairs. We're gonna stop for a minute, address our food and water. So use all that. Use this. I should be keeping these because there is trades that I need to do for like keys and stuff that might be very useful. But let's see if I can make it. I'll keep tabs on it. But yeah, we're in the 10-minute mark now. The reason I keep healing is blacking out arms is not terrible. It is a bit of a pain in the butt, but blacking out a leg can be detrimental. Looking at. Okay, I do have time. I can check these jackets. Just for keys. Keys are kind of a major thing that you need to look for. I could have swore that guy saw me, but then always got a Taz. So we need this Taz. Take all that. So there's a door. There. Okay, we got 6 minutes, plenty of time to slowly make our way out here. Heal the head and the other leg here. Alright, we're gonna go back to using this. This is Emercom. This is my extract, but there's also a good spot for meds. Sometimes there's a med bag right there. There's a med bag right there. Okay, in here, bandages. That's a two-use bandage. That's a med bag. Okay, we're looking for meds. We've got a couple minutes to look. Knuckle is a trade item. There's meds right there. What don't we need here? I don't need these Christmas ornaments. I'm never going to use them. So we're going to take those meds. That's a syringe. We'll put that there. Okay. We got to go search that other med bag. We've got time here. We're at extract, so... That's a pretty good thing to sell. Let's get rid of that and those. We're gonna put this in there, put that there. That's a good grip. I don't need caps yet, so okay, sometimes there's another bag out right here. Bandages are kind of big. Okay, let's go check that last bag. It's time to leave. My food and water are about to run out, so. Okay. Good raid. Good raid. We left with a full bunch of stuff, plus we finished all of our quests. Okay. So. We got 6 kills. We're halfway to 7. Now, I'm going to use this just because the frostbite thing is mildly annoying. I will continue to use it as long as I have the money, if it's reasonable, kind of thing. I've got money. I'm going to use it kind of thing. So. Okay. So lots of stuff. So let's unload what we need to unload here. So that's a shotgun. Do I want that shotgun? Put that there, put that back. So there's paid. That means we do have a Salewa that way. Med station is up for construction, so I have to do that. Okay. Oh. This uses the ammo I need? Oh, okay. So put that there. We'll put that there. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So that was a lot of stuff. So let's just give it a sort. Okay, we go to the traders, we go to tasks, we complete that one. Okay, now he's got debut, which is what I needed the shotgun for, or the one shotgun. So we'll turn that in. Okay. We'll turn this in. We only need one more Salewa for shortage. We have the Taz. We can turn that in. So now we need the 3M body armor. We can turn in that hard drive. Complete that. Gunsmith, which also gives us introduction. So that's, we got to go to Woods for that. Okay, so that's some of the stuff we definitely needed to do. Okay, I got to sell this shotgun. And I got to sell some of this ammo off. So we start with Prepor. So sell ammo. Okay. Sell these. Okay. So one of my goals is also to get a scav junk box to get rid of all of this stuff so that I'm not just filling up my stash with it. So selling off higher stuff like this defibrillator might be worth it, as well as this, just to get higher tier, just to get higher money to get up to that. They're findable. I can find more of them. Ragman, I can sell this. I'm gonna sell these. Can't sell that. Is it because it needs to be repaired? Yeah. So let's do that. We can sell that. Not gonna use it. These entrenching tools, I think the smart person to sell those to, actually the only person is Jaeger, which we need to unlock. Okay. Oh, I didn't sell that shotgun. What is it? Oh, it's in repair it. Okay, so I'm spending 21,000 to repair it, and then mechanic. Yeah, it wasn't worth that. I think he's probably the only one that's going to give me a good amount of money for it. 14. Yeah. So it wasn't worth the repair. Actually lost money on that. Something like that. Maybe I should have sold the fence just to get the money for a very poor condition shotgun without putting money into it. But okay. Okay, so I have to accept these. Okay. Why did you give me all the vodka and the buckwheat? What's all that? It's you, right? Oh, that's the stuff I'm supposed to. That's the stuff I'm supposed to drop off. That's the quest, right? This one. Stash buckwheat, vodka, and an Ishgra woods. Yeah. So those are the items. Yeah. The Scav house on woods. God, that could be anything. Is that the one at outskirts? I would assume. Guard barrack on reserve is crazy. And then path to River Shack on interchange. I don't know where any of those are aside from this. This Scav house sounds like the one I think it is, but I don't know reserve enough to know what guard barrack is, and the new expansion on interchange, I don't know. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do maybe a Scav run to figure out this one, and this one? I don't know. All right, story. So I have to go to woods and survive and kill 3 targets there, and I have to go to the plane. Mechanic and I got talking about that plane that went down somewhere in the nature preserve. Nobody really knows what happened to it. I should track it down and take a look. Maybe I'll find something interesting. So that is perfect because this is right beside the plane. So, but we will call it an episode here. And I hope you enjoyed the first one. Please hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment about how you feel about it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Adios, amigos.